Now, your forecast first, sponsored by Matex Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
It's been another cloudy day, and we've had more rain showers coming in. This time, normally we get things coming in from the west. We've got them rotating in from the east based on where the low is, and as a result of that, we've got still some showers in the area right now. Temperatures warmer near the Indiana line. We're at 70 in Danville, 71 in Paris, 69 in Champaign, but it is cooler off to the west, and it is cloudy on our Bratcher weather camera on our Roofing Dial Gynet. Winds also kind of swirling around the area, too, from the northeast at around 15 to 20 miles per hour. As we go throughout our forecast planner, it will be cloudy with temperatures in the 50s overnight tonight, and we're calling for more clouds for tomorrow. WCIA 3 News starts right now.
Now from WCIA 3 News.
Yeah, that is probably one of the saddest things that I've ever seen happen in one day in Decatur.
5 people shot overnight. Now we're learning more about what happened. A free testing site started seeing patients today. Find out how many showed up.
A socially distant special session comes to Springfield, what lawmakers hope to get done in just 3 days.
You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA 3 News at 5.
The greatest emotions I have is sadness. It was sad.
People in Decatur are hoping for peace after 5 people were shot this morning. Good evening, I'm Jennifer Roscoe. It happened near the corner of Edward Street and Leafland Avenue early this morning. The people shot are 18, 22, 24, 26, and 27 years old. WCIA 3's Jamie Mays has more.
Detectives spent the morning talking to neighbors and collecting evidence after 5 men were shot around 1 o'clock on Tuesday morning. Officers had a police dog in the area. They were taking photos inside of one of the homes, and there was a window on that same house with a screen popped off and what appeared to be blood around it. People who live in Decatur say what happened was troubling.
I'm watching this and thinking, you know, that is probably one of the saddest things that I've ever seen happen in one day in Decatur.
Police say all 5 people who were shot are still alive. People in the community are hoping the violence will end.
My concern now is that leaders throughout the community, especially in the church world, need to really come together and work on some type of a strategy to try to reach the young people.
The investigation is ongoing. Reporting in Decatur, Jamie Mays, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
No one is in custody. Decatur police want anyone with information to come forward. Now, people living in Urbana are concerned for their safety after someone shot at a home. It happened overnight near Kerr Avenue and Highland Drive. The apartment was empty and no one lived there. Police say some of the bullets made their way inside the apartment. A woman who heard the gunshots says she's nervous because of how many kids live in that area. She didn't want us to show her face for safety reasons.
Pretty shocked that I was actually seeing that. You know, there's a lot of kids out here in this neighborhood. It's starting to get warmer outside. There's going to be people walking up and down the streets.
Right now, police don't have any suspect information for us. A 7-year-old was airlifted to the hospital after a car crash. 8 others are also in the hospital. It happened last night on I-57 just south of Effingham. An Arkansas woman told officers a car swerved into her lane and almost hit her van. She swerved to avoid the car and went off the road. 3 other kids under the age of 5 were in the car. Officials say none was in a car seat. The state has added more than 1,500 cases of COVID-19 in the past 24 hours. That brings the total to about 98,000. There were also another 146 deaths, bringing the total number of lives lost to more than 4,200. For more numbers on your county, download the WCIA 3 News app. Today was opening day for the free testing site in Champaign. Nearly 350 people were tested at Marketplace Mall. Yesterday, we mentioned 750 was the goal. National Guardsmen working the site say that's the highest amount they could test in one day, but if that many people don't come by, they won't reach that number. They encourage anyone who feels they need to be tested to show up, but be prepared to wait in line.
To have processes in place to monitor and our capacity and make sure we cut the line off so individuals aren't stuck waiting in line who will not be able to be processed. Be patient and work with the personnel here and we'll get you through the testing site as quickly as possible.
The site will be open every day from 8 until 4 until they run out of tests. Not everyone is eligible to get one. We have a list of requirements on our website. Preparations are underway at the Capitol as lawmakers return for a special session tomorrow. Capitol Police will enforce social distancing and lawmakers will have to wear a mask. Our Capitol Bureau Chief Mark Maxwell is live in Springfield tonight with a preview of what we can expect. Now, Mark, they are only scheduled to be there for 3 days. Do we know what might come up?
Jennifer, I just got back from across town to the Bank of Springfield Center where they're spaced out and scattered out there now. More on that later tonight. We know that the budget looms large on this agenda, and the budget will not be an easy task this year, especially because we've seen sales taxes and in many cases income taxes dry up, punching a big hole in Governor Pritzker's plan, forcing him to scrap his budget speech and driving lawmakers back to the drawing board as they have to try and look for ways to stabilize the state budget. One idea that's been floated so far is maybe setting a cap that state agencies can spend so much because they don't have really guarantees from Congress. Could any federal funding be coming down the road? So they might have to revisit that later in the year and come back at it. But the bigger the holes in the budget, the higher the stakes for Governor Pritzker's progressive income tax. We expect lawmakers to build out their arguments, pro and con, setting the table and the groundwork for voters to go to the ballot box in November and ultimately reject or approve of that progressive income tax. One other election-related issue, we expect to see Democrats push for expanding vote by mail, especially in the era of the coronavirus. That's something that has been certainly a big talking point. We will see some more of that. Also, hospitals, essential workers, teachers, all of them could see some form of improvements to workplace safety, benefits, or stabilized funding to protect them going forward as well. A lot of coronavirus issues on the agenda. That's what's on their agenda. But what got left off? We heard a lot earlier this year about cleaning up ethics, property tax reform. Maybe there'd be a fair maps question on the ballot. All those things pushed off until another time. Reporting in Springfield, Mark Maxwell.
All right, Mark, thank you so much. This is an update for you. One school district is fighting a former superintendent who's filed for bankruptcy. Dan Brew is accused of embezzling more than $300,000 from the Beeman and Meridian school districts. He filed for bankruptcy after the FBI started investigating him. Lawyers for the Beeman school district are fighting for $76,000 of his debts to not be forgiven. That's the amount of money he's accused of stealing from that district. A legal complaint filed yesterday is trying to get the money back to the district. You can read the full story at WCIA.com. An afternoon at the DMV isn't the way most people want to spend their day, and why hundreds, though, went out to one in central Illinois today. Plus this.
Downtown Champaign is looking a little more crowded tonight. How the Health District is making sure people keep their social distance at the farmers market.